A very happy morning to all students. Today we'll be continuing the lesson Unit 21 Health and Disease with the topic Heart Disease. A heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood through the circulatory system by expansion and contraction. So any condition that affects the heart or its function result in heart disease. The term medically heart disease is called as cardiovascular disease, simply called as CVD. It is associated with the disease of the heart and blood vessels. So coronary heart disease, it is associated with heart and blood vessels, like heart attacks and strokes. These are mainly caused by a blockage that prevents blood from flowing to the heart or brain. The most common reason for this is a buildup of fatty deposits on the inner walls of the blood vessels that supply the heart or brain. So this type of disease will develop slowly over many years, beginning from your childhood. They may form a fatty streak to a fibrous complicated plaque. So fatty streak, it is a slight yellowish fatty deposition in your blood vessels, and it is a very first stage of atherosclerosis, which is a heart disease. We know there are large and medium-sized arteries that supply the heart muscles with oxygen. So the narrowing of blood vessels, that is the formation of a fatty deposits in the blood vessels, resulting in the atherosclerosis, and it is a very first stage of your heart disease, and the second stage will be ischemia. So ischemia is the deficient blood supply to the heart muscle, and the third stage will be myocardial infarction. So your heart muscles will be dead totally, it is out of working. So atherosclerosis is a very first stage of your heart disease, and it is a very thinnest formation of a fatty streaks in your blood vessels, and the second stage will be ischemia. So ischemia, slowly your fatty streaks will be getting raised. So the last stage will be plaque. So plaque, in the sense, you could see in your teeth there is an yellowish enamel, a very hardest enamel is called plaque in your teeth. Likewise, when your fatty deposition of getting into the vessels, your blood vessels, that term is referred as plaque. So the third stage will be myocardial infarction, that is the death of the heart muscle and heart tissues. So you have to know more about the blood cholesterol level. So there is a desirable level for blood cholesterol that should be 200 mg per dl for Indians. So the risk of coronary heart disease increases when your blood cholesterol level increases to 200 to 300 milligrams. So it should be maintained with a balanced diet. Then risk factors. So hypercholesterolemia, which is called as a high blood cholesterol. So it is a presence of high levels of cholesterol in your blood is called as hypercholesterolemia, and also high blood pressure, that is hypertension. There is a difference between hypercholesterolemia and high blood pressure. So the highest level of blood cholesterol is called as hypercholesterolemia, and the highest blood pressure is called as hypertension. These are the main causes for heart disease. If it is left untreated, they may cause severe damage to your brain, kidney, and eventually lead to stroke. So I think you all might have known about the stroke. So literally stroke is when the blood supply to the part of your brain is reduced. Your brain tissues will getting reduced from oxygen and nutrition. So we know brain cells will begin to die in minutes. So when uh, it is out of your oxygen and nutrition supply, your brain cells will started dying. Okay, that stage is called as stroke. Then causes. So heredity in the sense the family history. If the grandfather is having a heart disease, a father may have heart disease, then it will continue to the son likewise. Then diet rich in saturated fat and cholesterol. So people who are consuming a largest number of saturated fat and cholesterol. So saturated fat. So what is saturated fat? It is a type of fat which contain a high level of fatty acid molecules. Okay, so it is a type of fat which contain high level of fatty acids. So comparing to unsaturated fat, it is less healthier. Okay, so people those who are having a risk of heart disease, they should have an unsaturated fatty acids. Then obesity. So we have learned about obesity, the excess increase in their body weight, that is the excess of fat deposition in the tissues which leads to obesity. Exactly, we know the higher fatty level will lead you to the heart disease. Then increase in age. The people those who are the older age people, the senior citizens, increasing the age by they won't move fast, right? They used to take rest always, so that kind of people may having the risk of getting heart disease. Then cigarette smoking. So the people those who are smoking cigarettes, and people those who are having emotional stresses. Sometimes the working people will have a stress, that kind of stresses. Then sedentary lifestyle. So sedentary lifestyle, it is a totally inactive lifestyle where people used to sit a lot and lie down a lot with a very little exercises, very little movements. They won't move fast. They used to sit simply or lie down simply. So that kind of people are having a risk of heart disease. Then excessive alcohol consumption. So people who consume excessive level of alcohol, there is a limitage for consuming alcohol, and people those who consume excessive level of alcohol are having the highest risk of facing heart diseases. And physical inactivity, these are the causes for heart diseases. Okay, then we look for symptoms. So what are the symptoms you'll face when a person is having a heart disease? Shortness of breath. So shortness of breath, we cannot say when we are having a cold or something else, we don't say that it is a heart disease. That is a particular symptoms like shortness of breath, headache, then tiredness, dizziness, chest pain, people who are having chest pain, then swelling of their leg, and gastrointestinal disturbances. Gastrointestinal disturbances in the sense people who faces related to stomach and intestine disorders, uncomforts, stomach pain, constipation, heartburns, and vomiting. So usually whenever you eat your food, when you consume your lunch or breakfast, after eating suddenly some people will go to bed. Okay, so literally we should not do that. It will leads to a gastrointestinal disorders. We have to walk a little before getting into the bed. Then there is a HDL and LDL, high density lipoprotein and low density lipoprotein. Okay, so what is meant by HDL, high density lipoprotein? It is also called as a good cholesterol, which is lowering the risk of heart disease. So usually what is lipoprotein? It is a protein which is transferring the fats, also the blood plasmas. Okay, so usually the high density lipoprotein is absorbing the cholesterol and it is getting back to the liver, okay, where the liver is flushing out all the fats, unwanted cholesterols from the body. Okay, so LDL, low density lipoproteins. So low density lipoproteins is it is helping to the atherosclerosis. It is forming like a plaque in the arteries. Okay, it won't do their work like HDL. Then prevention and control of heart disease. So how you can control and prevent heart disease? Okay, so it is not about the person who is having heart disease. So the normal person can also follow these measures, preventing and controlling measures. They can save themselves. Okay, then diet management. The first thing is diet management, reduction in the intake of calories, low saturated fats. So the person who are having the heart disease should not consume a higher level of calories. Okay. So low saturated fats. So low saturated fats, I think I have told you already about the saturated fat which contain a higher level of fatty acids. So the person, those who are having a heart disease, have to consume a low saturated fats and cholesterol rich foods. Uncommon salts are some of the dietary modification. So some people will consume a lot of salt. Okay, so that should be avoided here. So what they have to consume? They have to consume a diet rich in polyunsaturated fatty acids, that is PUFA. So what does it mean, polyunsaturated fatty acids? Which contain more than double bond is called as poly. So as I said, unsaturated fatty acids, there is an essential and non-essential fatty acids in the body, right? So essential fatty acids cannot be generated by human body, like the non-essential fatty acids can be generated by the human body. So the essential fatty acids have to be consumed as a supplement, food supplement. So have you heard about omega 3? So literally omega 3 is an unsaturated essential fatty acids. We have to consume it through the supplement, or we can intake it as a food. Okay, it is a very good source of heart and brain active. Then physical activity. So regular exercise, the people those who are having heart disease can do regular exercises with the consultation of the doctors. They can walk and they can do yoga, are essential. They can do body weight maintenance also with the consultation of the doctors. Then addictive substances avoidance. So what they have to avoid? They have to avoid alcohol consumption and smoking. So I think we all know smoking is injurious to health, also the alcohol. Okay, so you can advise to the people those who are consuming an alcohol and smoking in excess. Thank you so much.